Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Watching the truck series race from the Rock, aka Rockingham. They just took 10 laps to go in the race. Got Tyler Ankrum leading with Chandler Smith second, Lane Riggs third, Jake Garcia fourth, and Grant Enfinger running out the top five. Then you got Daniel Hemrick sixth, Roger Caruth seventh, Kane Honeycutt eighth. Jack Wood is ninth now. He just passed Sammy Smith who had to pit for fuel. And they are literally showing a flashback from Tyler Ankrum's only win in the truck series currently from 2019 Kentucky. It was literally 9 laps to go in the race on a full screen. You couldn't do that side by side, but okay. Whatever, Fox. Whatever. But Tyler Ankrum hasn't won in 5 years, which is crazy for a truck series. 130 races since Tyler Ankrum's only win. I feel like he could have won at least one race last year. But and he could have won once earlier this year. But they have the speed. It's just they have the speed at the beginning of the year, then they fell off in the middle of the year, and then at the end of the year. So if they can keep the speed up throughout the year, they could be a sneaky championship threat. They could definitely make the round of 8 for sure, and the championship 4 might be a little bit of a question mark. But Lane Riggs was trying to go high in 1 and 2. He had caught his teammate Chandler Smith for second about 4 laps ago, but now he's lost some ground, and they're losing ground to Tyler Ankrum overall. So fuel's gonna be a question mark because I just saw Andres Perez de Lara pit like a few laps ago, and he was running 6th. So, and all these guys pitted basically around the same time. So it's gonna be close with some of these guys. Like I heard like some of these guys might be like a few laps short. Oh well, speak of the devil, Lane Riggs is pitting with 6 laps to go, now 5 laps to go. He was pitting for 3rd. He's pitting for fuel. So coming down to fuel mileage here at the end of this thing at the Rock. That's gonna put Jake Garcia up into 3rd, having a career day. Got his first career pole. Earlier. I think when was qualifying? It was yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. Yes, it was. No, it was earlier today. 4 laps to go. The gap's now going to 3.2 seconds. Now 3.3 seconds over Chandler Smith. The gap's growing. Roger Caruth got a back bump up that's caved in from his wreck with Stuart Friesen and Matt Mills. 3 laps to go now. Just 3 more miles for Tyler Ankrum to get his second career win, first of the season. And if he wins, he gets an extra $50,000 from the trip. As Chandler Smith and Daniel Hemrick. Oh, Chandler's shaking the truck back and forth. Oh, I think Chandler's out, I think. I don't know. But Chandler Smith and Daniel Hemrick have an opportunity to get $150,000, but... Oh, yeah, he's shaking the truck back and forth. Oh, he's trying to wreck that thing. Yeah, he's out of gas. Chandler Smith's out of gas, and he's in 2nd. Oh, Tyler Ankrum's slow, and during turn 3... He knows that his closest competitors are now out of it because they had to pit for fuel. White flag is in the air. Final lap for Tyler Ankrum at the Rock. Can he make it one more lap on fuel? He's got a nice cushion over second place Jake Garcia now at 7.5 seconds. He can coast this thing around the track and he'd still be fine. Half lap to go. Gap's down to 7.3 seconds, but he can coast from here. Yeah, he can coast from here. He's fine. Coming off for turn 4 to the checkered flag. For the first time in 5 years, Tyler Ankrum's a winner in the truck series. He wins at the return to the Rock. Tyler Ankrum back in victory lane. Jake Garcia gets a career finish of 2nd. Oh, Grant Enfinger ran out of gas too at the line. He falls back to 5th. With Daniel Hemrick getting by him for 3rd and Roger Caruth getting by him for 4th. Then Kane Honeycutt in 6th. Jack Wood, a career day, in 7th. I think Corey Heim was 8th. I think. The warning order hasn't updated yet. We'll get there eventually. But Tyler Ankrum, 2nd win of the year for McAnally Hilgerman Racing. Daniel Hemrick picked up the win at Martinsville. 2nd win in 3 races, by the way, too. As Tyler Ankrum gets to celebrate on the front stretch. And there's the rest of the warning order. Corey Heim 8th. Connor Bosack 9th. Great one for him. And I believe Gio Ruggiero was 10th, which that's a great one for him. That's a great one for him. Lane Riggs was 11th. Andres Perez de Leo was 12th. Chandler Smith 13th. Spencer Boyd 14th. Not Spencer Boyd. Nathan Bird 14th and Spencer Boyd 15th. Great finishes for those two. For the 76 and the 02 trucks, great top 15 runs for them. Sammy Smith 16th. He had a pit for fuel there at the end. Brandon Jones 17th. He was kind of disappointing today. Tony Breidigger, nice top 20 for Hook, coming on 18th. Dawson Sutton 20th and Bailey 19th. Bailey Curry runs out the top 20. He got caught up in a wreck earlier with Connor Mosack. Lucky he was able to continue, but unfortunately I think he had a fast truck and had a capability of getting a top 5 or possibly sneaking in for the win. And Connor Mosack came home ninth with damage from that same wreck. So all 4 McAnally trucks come home in the top 9. That's a first, I think, for that team. So that's huge. For Tyler Lincoln with the win, Daniel Hillwick 3rd, Jack Wood career best of 7th, and then Connor Mosack at 9th. Looks like he's doing a lap. But I think he's out of gas now. He had enough fuel to do a burnout, but sounds like he's sputtering now. I think he's out now. Talking about Tyler Ankrum. Now he's gonna go back the other way. the truck, clucking, you know. But yeah, Truck Series at Rockingham actually was pretty good. Truck Series having a good race for once. And look at the stands. That's a packed house for a truck race. Usually trucks never get that many people. Tyler Ankrum parks at the start-finish line underneath the flag stand. Takes the steering wheel off. And is going to get to celebrate his 2nd career win. First in almost 60 years. He had to go back to July 2019 for his other win. And that had him shockingly make the round of 8. As Ankrum gets out of the truck to celebrate and goes to grab the checkered flag. I'm happy for him. Been a long time coming. He had a disappointing few seasons there with Hattori, racing 2022 and 2023. But very lackluster years in that 16 truck. But when he was with GMS in 2020 and 2021, he was not that bad in that 26 truck. He was not that bad. But then, he went to a toy and struggled a little bit. Failed to make the playoffs both seasons. And then last year when he went to McAnally, which had an alliance with GMS at the time, he picked it back up and made the playoffs, made the round of 8. Unfortunately, didn't get a win. But this year, he picked it up where he left off, where he started off last year, when the season started, and then he ended up winning today, getting $50,000 richer and making the playoffs on this time on the win. And Jake Garcia coming home 2nd, a career day for Jake. Very disappointing for him, but who would have thought that out of all 5 ThorSport trucks, Jake Garcia was going to be the one that was going to be the best one. Ben Rhodes struggled. He had power steering issues. Matt Crafton had his dash going on fire during the race. Ty Majeski wrecked. They ended up going on the red flag because he damaged the wall. When he backed into the wall, when he wrecked underneath, I think it was a niche truck that he wrecked off of. No, it was Grant Enfinger. I remember it was Grant Enfinger that he was underneath and just side force took off the truck and around he went. And then the 66 of Luke Fenhouse, it was no show. I think the truck's finally out of gas. They're pushing it back out on, back down pit road. Grant Enfinger coming home 5th. I think he ran out of gas on the last lap. He was running 3rd and he dropped to 5th there at the end. So they didn't show him running out of gas, but I think he ran out. Corey Haim coming home 8th. He and Gio tried a strategy that was never going to work without a caution. But with the speed that Haim had and everyone else had pit for fuel, he still came home with a top 10, coming home 8th. and Gio ended up coming home 10th. So they still got a great finish. They just try to go for the win. Both of them did, and it didn't work out for either one, really, for either Heim or Ruggiero. So, but it's no big deal for Heim. So, so they got 2 wins on the year. They were trying to go for the win. They didn't have anything to lose. So, and they are pushing the truck onto the front stretch for Tyler Ankrum, because that's where they said, because I believe that's where they do victory lane, because I saw the little victory lane there in the grass, so they're getting a workout down there. Yeah, the only way for Heim or Ruggiero to make it on fuel there at the end was to have a caution, and unfortunately they just didn't get the caution that they needed. And now Ankrum's going to climb back out of the truck and celebrate. So once again, just ever since 2019, there's been no 2 winners for the Dash for Cash. I mean, not Dash for Cash. I'm thinking Dash Series, the triple truck challenge. There's never been a winner that win $150,000 or the $500,000. There's always been 50. And the Tyler Bodine going to interview the winner here, Tyler Ankrum, getting a hug, and get to celebrate with the crew. One of the longest winning streaks in the truck series for sure. And he's only like 20, which is like 23, I think, which is crazy. Or 24 now, I think, which is crazy. He's just as old as me. And he had a 5-year winless streak. And funny enough, his first career win at Kentucky also happened on the field mileage race at Kentucky. So apparently he's really good at fuel saving, I guess. He was 5 or 6 laps short on fuel, and he barely made it. That's insane. That's a lot of fuel saving. I think this is the first time McAnally's had 2 trucks win in a season as well. Because last year was only Christian Eckes. And then, 2020, last year, and and that last year was Christian Eckes. Yeah, last year was Christian Eckes. The last 2 years, I should say, was Christian Eckes. And then, even with Derek Krause, they didn't win. Christian, I think, was one of the first wins, I think, for this team. I believe. So, that's, so yeah, I think this is the first time that McAnally's had 2 trucks go to victory lane in a season. Jake Garcia finished second to Christian in 2023. I think that's the only 1-2 finish in the team's history. Timmy Hill ended up 21st. Coy Day ended up 22nd. Coy Day was kind of like an afterthought today, which is kind of surprising. There they are at the bottom of the grid there. There's the rest of the 20th as well, like I mentioned as well. And get the rest of the running order here. Frankie Muniz 23rd, Matt Crafton 24th, Parker Klingler 25th, Luke Fenhouse 26th, Cody Dennison 27th, Matt Mills 28th, Tanner Gray 29th, Stuart Friesen 30th, Tom Desky 31st, Ben Woods 32nd, Stephen Malazzi 33rd, Justin Kill 34th, and Norm Benning runs out of the field. So, yeah, I think Stewart had an interview after he whacked out. He's already ended up 30th. He was really down on himself. It made me feel bad for the guy, because he was. I think he said he was contemplating whether to come back and race in the truck series because people just don't know how to race and just don't. He just didn't. He just felt like he just didn't have the fire anymore. Which I really hope that was just the frustration talking, because Stewart is a really good racer. He's a really good racer. He almost won Atlanta earlier this year, for crying out loud. So I think he still has the. He also said that the top 2 series, Cup and National, are not in his playbook right now, which I don't blame him, because barely getting by in the truck series as it is. But hopefully that was just a frustration talking, and I really hope not. I really hope to not see him end up leaving the Truck Series at the end of this year, because he is talented. He's talented to be in the Truck Series, and he has. I think he has the capability of being in the National Series for like a year or two. But I don't blame him if he wants to stay in trucks or leave, because he goes dirt racing basically every other weekend. So every day of the weekend. So hopefully he doesn't leave, because he's way too talented. But Truck Series is gonna be off next week. They're gonna be heading to Texas in 2 weeks. So I believe Carson Hocevar is gonna be in the field that weekend. In the I think that's what I heard. I'm not too sure, but Carson he wasn't too bad in the booth. So he's also he's really good behind the wheel too. So I would not be surprised to see him probably sneaking a cup win someday, but definitely not anytime soon. So he can get the ship riding in that 77 car for Cup. But they're gonna be going to Talladega in Cup next week, so should be interesting for the Cup guys. But for trucks, head to Texas. That track, it's getting better though. It's getting better, but it still is not as good as it used to be. They really destroyed the track when they reconfigured it in 1 and 2. Should have just left it alone. I don't know why they had to change it, but whatever. Is what it is. Maybe it could get reconfigured someday again, but who knows. But that's 2 weeks away. We gotta get through Talladega for Cup and National Series first before we head there. So for all 3 series. So we'll see how that goes. That's gonna do it for me, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share the video, ring the little bell to notify when I upload. Congratulations to Tyler Income getting his first win of the season, first win in 5 years, 130 races, which that's a lot for Truck Series. Since they only win like 22, 23 a year, 25 this year. So that's not a lot. That's a long time for Truck Series to not win a race. And I think that's one of the longest winning streaks too in the Truck Series as well. So at the time, I think currently. So I think right up there with Matt Crafton. So good job for Tyler Income. Good job for McAnally playing the field strategy game right and getting all 4 of the trucks in the top 9, and then the Lions truck and Grandfinger in 5th. That's a huge day for that team. Huge day for McAnally. And hopefully they carry the momentum into the off week and head to the Lone Star State for a 1.5 mile race in Texas. Alright, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.